match them up with a new opponent. So, first fighter on the list, our German brother. Sadly, he lost. Abus Magomedov. Yeah, tough loss. First round looked amazing. He, straight up amazing. Very, very good round. Then in the second round, suddenly Pfeiffer turns the fight around and just. I feel like this guy has next level power at middleweight. I don't even feel like cardio was the problem because Abus, he tends to gas out. But I think this wasn't even the problem. He just got one overhand or two on the temple, and I think it just basically how do you say made him wobble, and he was a bit confused. So he got submitted at the end. Yeah, whatever. So for Abus, I had a nice idea. So he already fought against this guy, but I think it's a good matchup, and the fighter I'm talking about is Bruno Ferreira. So they fought once already. Abus won that fight, but it was pretty close, I would say. It was a very fun fight. This Ferreira guy is on a fight winning streak since his fight against Abus, and Abus lost, so I think it kind of makes sense just put them against each other again. First fight was close. They are about on the same rank. That's what I want to see next. Okay, next fighter on the list, Joe Pfeiffer. I gotta say, solid performance. I don't know. I don't feel like this guy will be ever champion. I feel this guy is kind of like Strickland in a way. Even though Strickland was champion, ironically. But no, I feel like he's too emotional, and I say he won the fight because of his power. He has crazy power. And I think he might actually be the hardest hitting middleweight at the moment. So my idea was this: why not match the iron hands with the iron chin? So my next opponent for Pfeiffer is gonna be Marvin Vettori, the iron chin guy. I know I matched him in another video already, but the enemy I was matching him against already has a fight, so we can choose him again, and I think this would make sense. Vettori definitely has to fight a bit down. He lost, I think, the last 2 or 3. And I think it makes sense. For Pfeiffer, you can definitely give him a top 15 guy now. And I think this is a good matchup. Iron Fist versus Iron Chin. Okay, so next fighter on the list, Josh Emmett. Tough performance. Hurts, sucks to see. I think he's better than that. He just got submitted, unfortunately. I personally say, so the fight, there's not much to talk about. There were a couple of exchanges and then he just got submitted. Not the craziest fight, but definitely good performance by his opponent. So my enemy for Josh Emmett, only one guy makes sense, and it's Patricio Pitbull. There already was a fight scheduled between those two. I don't know why it never happened, but since Patricio won his last fight, he can definitely get another guy that is more up the ranking. And as I mentioned, since this was scheduled anyway, just rebook it and make it happen. Okay, now next guy, the winner of this fight, Yusuf Zalal. So maybe you guys remember in my prediction video, I told you I kinda hate this guy because of his last performance, but honestly, this time I really feel like it got to him, but in a positive way. Like the critics got to him, and he really wanted to get a finish. Very solid performance, definitely clean, very clean. I'm impressed. And next for him has to be a top 5 guy. And I thought for a while, because some of them are matched already, others probably will get a title shot. So the only guy left, in my opinion, and also I want to see him fight again because I really like his style, it's Arnold Allen. I say put Yusuf Zalal versus Arnold oh my god, Arnold Allen. Man, I hope this Arnold Allen guy fights more often because very explosive, just so fun to watch. So I hope they make this matchup happen, and I hope Arnold Allen wins, and then maybe we get a Arnold Allen versus Diego Lopez or something like that, or Yair Rodriguez. Let's see. Even though I'm pretty sure they're gonna book what's called Yair Rodriguez versus Evloev. That's my prediction. That's gonna be one fight, and the other fight will be Lerone Murphy versus Volkanovski. And that's why I said only Arnold Allen makes sense, basically. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go for that. We will come to this guy later. Okay, so next fighter on the list, Khalil Roundtree Jr. Guys, even though he lost, this guy's stocks definitely did not decrease. Amazing performance, first 2 rounds, clean as hell. Literally just outplayed, outfought Yuri. That's exactly how I predicted it. The first 2 rounds he fought, and the fight went exactly like I predicted it. Controlled, stinging him. Yuri looked very confused, ate a lot of shots. But I kept thinking, man, this guy's eating bombs, but he's just not getting knocked out. And I feel like this got to Khalil, and it also got to Yuri, but in a positive way. He started thinking, yo, wait a second, this guy can't knock me out, let's go for that. So yeah, Khalil Roundtree still, even though he lost, solid performance, one of my favorite fighters. Such good striking, very disciplined. I definitely wouldn't say he has to fight some bottom guy now. You could argue put him against Ulberg. Doesn't make sense. I think Ulberg needs another opponent. You could argue put him against Jamal Hill again. Doesn't make sense in my opinion. He just beat him. You could say put him against Reyes. I think that also doesn't make sense. Reyes just lost, and it's obvious that he struggles against counter strikers. So not a good matchup. A fun matchup I wanna see is Khalil Roundtree versus Johnny Walker. Guys, I with every fighter I'm talking about, I realize more and more that I love a lot of fighters from light heavyweight. I don't know why, but this guy is so fun to watch. Okay, yeah, he gets knocked out every second fight, but so fun to watch, explosive, got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and I feel so bad for him because I feel like if he didn't have such a bad chin, this guy could easily become champion, but he gets chinned very easy, and that's a big problem. But anyway, I want to see this matchup, Khalil Roundtree Jr. versus Johnny Walker. Make it happen. This will again be a strike battle, and then the winner can get a top 5 guy again. Okay, next fighter, Yuri Prohaska. Let's go for that. Guys, like, what is this guy? What is this guy? I swear to God, this guy makes me believe in reincarnation. I'm not even kidding. This guy is possessed by an ancient samurai warrior spirit. I can't describe it otherwise. How does he do it, man? He was getting beaten up for 2 rounds completely. It was almost exactly the same as the Rakic fight. Lost the first 2 rounds clearly and ate some good bombs. And then round 3 he was like, okay, time for war, and just went on and on and on, combinations. And my theory is, after he ate a lot of bombs from Khalil, then suddenly his brain turned off and the ancient samurai warrior started appearing, and then he just steamrolled him. Guys, Yuri Prohaska might actually be my second favorite fighter now. This guy is so amazing. I just love this guy. I love how he talks English. I love that he cried after the main fight. I'm not gonna spoil anything for now. This guy is such a funny personality, and I hope he stays a long time in UFC. I just saw a stat. This guy didn't go to a decision for the last 9 years, so that's crazy statistics. Yeah, and after this impressive win, to me, some people argue give him a fight against Pereira, but I'm not a fan of this. I think he definitely needs one more build-up fight, and I have the absolute perfect opponent for him, which is Carlos Ulberg. Look, guys, I know Ulberg had an impressive win against Reyes, but still it's Reyes, and I think over a very controversial win against Blachowicz and then a win against Reyes, it's not yet time for a title shot. He needs one very good guy, and if he beats him, then definitely title shot time. So that's why I want to see Yuri versus Ulberg for title eliminator. Yeah, that would be an amazing fight. Oh, okay, next fight on the list. Next fighter on the list, Corey Sandhagen. Guys, again, the fight went exactly as I predicted. 5 rounds decision. Corey will stand his ground, but Merab will just control the fight basically, and that's exactly what happened. He even almost got finished at one point, but again, I wouldn't say Sandhagen's stocks are decreasing because of this fight. He's definitely up there, so next fight for him still has to be a top 5 guy, I would say. Now Umar already has a fight. Otherwise I would have said make Umar Sandhagen, but since Umar already has a fight, I say the best fight to make is Corey Sandhagen versus Sean the Clown O'Malley. I hate this guy. It's like, fighting wise, it's art what he does. Some of his knockouts pure art, but personality wise, his entire shtick, I hate this guy so much. But he's a very good fighter, and I would love this matchup. They are both long, thinner guys, so could be interesting striking battle, and Corey is very well rounded. I actually even think he will win against O'Malley. But yeah, I would really like to see this fight, and then maybe after that Umar, I don't know, let's see, but that's the fight to make. Okay, now the winner and still bantamweight champion, and it's Merab Dvalishvili. Guys, like, this guy is cheating. I swear to God, he's cheating IRL. How crazy is this guy? I literally see nobody stop this guy. Nobody. The only, only option or way to beat him is if you can somehow one-shot him, land that one lucky punch, that one crazy spinning kick or whatever, and knock him out. Or otherwise he's just gonna play with every single one in this division, in my opinion. But we still have to match him with someone, and I think by far the most deserving is Peter Yan. Now look, the first fight, Dvalishvili dominated Yan. It wasn't even close. He shot like 50 takedowns, I don't know. Definitely, I think he made a record even in that fight. So, considering that, I think most of us think he will win again, but still we have to matchmake, and Peter Yan has won his last 3 fights, and he also boldly, like the Giga Chat he is, took a fight with a level rank 11 guy who was upcoming, pretty dangerous, Marcus McGee, and he took the risk and beat him. I think it was even short notice, so you gotta respect that, and you gotta also honor that. So give him a title shot. I think he deserves it. And this Peter Yan is slept on. I tell you, in a universe where Dvalishvili doesn't exist, I could easily see this guy be champion again. So yeah, make this happen. Okay, and now the main event of the evening. Let's start with the loser of the fight, Magomed Ankalaev. Guys, first of all, look, please don't hate this guy. You might, I see a lot of hate towards him, and I think it's very unfair, because I feel like he's actually a decent guy, very just a sportsman, and they all were mad about what he's saying on Twitter and stuff like that, and it got revealed that it's not even him posting on Twitter, it's his red manager, Ali Abdullah Sleaze. And this guy's a scumbag. This manager is a total scumbag, and apparently he was behind all the trash talk. I bet Ankalaev doesn't even go online. I bet this guy just perma trains. And that's just what I wanted to say. Please don't hate the guy. If you want to hate someone, hate the manager. Terrorist rat. I'm just quoting Conor McGregor. Yeah, but don't hate the fighter. Anyway, we don't go too deep into that. We are matchmaking right now, so he lost pretty damn hard. So there's definitely no talks about a rematch, a third rematch. So I think he definitely has to fight a lower rank guy. Now, there's a similar problem as with the featherweights. So, Yuri is planned, Ulberg is planned, Roundtree is planned. I put Johnny Walker. Jamal Hill doesn't make sense. He has to fight someone else. Rakic doesn't make sense. I think he even has a fight coming. There's literally just two people left. Dominic Reyes, which I say no to, like immediately. Ankalaev will destroy him. So there's only one guy left, and I think it makes a lot of sense because in a way they have unfinished business. And the guy I'm talking about is Jan Blachowicz. So they fought against each other once already, but the fight went to a very controversial draw. That fight was so weird. The first 2 rounds, Ankalaev got perma leg kick to the point where he was literally humping. It's like everyone was just waiting for him to lose by leg kicks, basically. And then suddenly he turned the fight around, started wrestling, and yeah, at the end it ended with a draw, which I think most people thought Ankalaev won, and even Blachowicz, because he's just such a good guy. I really like him. See, another light heavyweight I really like. He even said, yeah, come give it to Ankalaev, the belt, you know. So very humble guy, very cool guy. And I think he deserves this fight, because if he beats Ankalaev, he might get a title shot. And I think, you know, Blachowicz is, I think, over 40 already. This is pretty much his last chance, and I would wish for him that he can get another shot at a title after beating Ankalaev. So yeah, let's make the fight happen. Okay, and now the last guy for today. Alex Portan Pereira. Porra. Caralho. Okay, so guys, this was vintage Alex Pereira, how we knew him. I guess he wasn't lying when he said he was only at 40%, because on Saturday he was at 2000%. What a performance. It really felt like it was personal for him. From second one he pressured 3 or 4 inside leg kicks, and Ankalaev already switched stances, which was perfect for Pereira, because now he could throw his calf kick, which is like a signature of him, you know. And then he started, I think he did like 2 calf kicks, and then suddenly he swung an overhand right, which I guess caught Ankalaev off guard, because most people when they fight Pereira, they are aware of the left hook, you know. That's like his power, his biggest power, the left hook. And I guess he surprised him with the right overhand, which landed it landed clean, but it didn't really look like it had the biggest impact. But immediately after the punch, Ankalaev froze for a second. Then he shot for the takedown, and it was the beginning of the end. Guys, I'm telling you, 12-6 elbows, that's the new secret weapon. That's the thing they have to drill. These fuckers are so deadly, and I honestly don't understand why they allowed them again. I'm pretty sure because Pereira threw some elbows to his face, which most of them got blocked, or maybe even all of them. And then he threw like 1 or 2 to the body, and I'm pretty sure he broke his rib, because immediately after that Ankalaev like blocked also his rib. And these 12-6 elbows, man, they are crazy, and he just kept hammering and hammering. And if you know, people said early stoppage, guys, even if you hit the underarm or the hands, this is still massive damage. You can literally break both of his arms or hands, and if the enemy is not defending himself like intelligently or something, then the referee has to stop the fight. And I think it was a good stoppage. Pereira would have just kept going on and just snapped his arm, so it's good he saved him. So yeah, very impressive win. Now the thing is with Pereira, he said he wants what's a super fight next, right? So when I hear super fight, for me there's only two options, and I'm pretty sure you guys heard about the White House card that is planned, and it's obvious they still need a main event. Let's say McGregor fights on the White House card. They can't put him in main event because main event has to be a title shot, and no matter how much benefits Conor gets from the UFC, there's no way they're just gonna give him a random title shot and headline the card, you know. So they definitely need another headline, and I would say their biggest star right now is definitely Pereira. I mean, Dvalishvili is becoming a superstar more and more, but the face of UFC, especially, let's say, in the casual fan base, I would definitely say it's Alex Pereira. So, this guy is smart. I'm pretty sure this guy is very smart, like the way he chooses the fights and how he uses his last years, because he's getting older too. I feel like his stocks rose again, and now let's do a big money fight. So I will stop yapping now, and I'm telling you my matchmaking, because I'm pretty sure he wants to fight on the White House card, and I'm pretty sure he also wants to do the main event. And I'm also pretty sure, because he kept talking about it for years now, and it would also be a good promotion for the White House event, I think he will go up to heavyweight. He wants to be the first guy who gets titles in 3 weight divisions. It would be a first time ever, which would be a huge selling point for a White House card. You know, you can say, I can already see the ads. 3 times world champion, can it be done? Find out at the White House card. And you know, there's so much promotion to be done about this. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Alex Pereira as main event in the White House card. And now I kept hearing the name of my maybe most hated fighter, actually, which some of you might already know. It's John Jones. I heard talks about John Jones, but please God Almighty, don't give us Pereira vs. Jones. Jones does not deserve a headline on the White House card. The only line this guy deserves is the coke line he's sniffing in Bangkok. So fuck this guy. I hate John Jones, and he does not deserve this opportunity. Instead, what I wanna do is this. The current heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall, has a fight soon against Cyril Gahn, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna win. And if he wins, Pereira versus Tom Aspinall is the fight to make. Both guys have a lot of hype, both guys have a lot of skill, both our guys are not scumbags, they don't cancel fights, they got never caught doing PD and stuff like that. So just 2 sportsmanship guys, which I would love to see this fight. I would love to see this fight so much. So please, matchmakers, give us Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall. And if Aspinall loses, then we can do Pereira versus Cyril Gahn, even though the problem then would be it's Brazil versus England as a main event on the White House. I think there's no way they're gonna do that. There has to be an American in the fight card. So let's say if Aspinall loses, the John Jones thing gets more and more plausible. So please, Tom Aspinall, Aspinall win this fight and then give us Aspinall. Oh, hold on, wait a second. If we get Aspinall Pereira, that would be England versus Brazil again, no American. Oh my god, guys, but it would be an insane fight. Whatever, fuck it, fuck. That's my matchmaking. Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall. That's the fight I want to see. I don't care where. Chicago, White House, New York, Las Vegas, wherever they want. That's the fight I want to see. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the matchups I decided to do. If you liked the video, I would be happy if you like and subscribe. And until next time,